So what we'll be getting around to here is complete revolutionizing with what counts as legal marriage. In fact, I've heard some people saying, you know what? Maybe the government should just sort of get out of the business entirely. Maybe marriage should be, a social thing and a religious thing or whatever sort of deal. But the government really has no standards on who can marry to what sort of thing, or very loose standards. Maybe, there's certain privileges in marriage. You get hospital visitation rights, you get yada yada yada. Supposing we just did this really far out thing of just, okay, you can grant any number of these rights to any number of people at any time and revoke any, and just do even piecemeal. Like, okay, this one, and this review of this, and all sorts of things. Without, you don't have to be legally or socially any which way married. Anything. I grant visitation rights to this random dude who's my friend, who I'm not going to get married to. I'm just saying that I don't know. Maybe the government should allow that. What business do we have deciding who gets visitation rights? Maybe the patient should get to decide. To some degree. You have to get married to them? And it's more complex than that, but maybe. Maybe the government should just sort of step back and say some very basic guidelines. I don't know. Everyone has to consent to the marriage. And, don't be evil. Which is an entirely separate metric from getting married. You know what I mean? It's maybe if certain types of marriage are wrong, we could detect the wrongness on a more objective scale. Like if homosexuals end up being crazy or something, which they're not, but if they were, then maybe, okay, we're arresting you now for being crazy or something like that. But until such times you actually show this, you actually do something wrong, maybe we step back. Maybe the law should only interfere when we're pretty sure that something bad is happening. What exactly is bad about two gay people getting together, living together, and so forth? And yes, on the subject of polygamy or polyamory. Amory? Anyway. Maybe imagine 3 gay people. 3 women, which are all intensely devoted to each other. I believe that is a quote from a random editorial that I read. Anyway. And they wanted to live together and have rights any which way. And if they seem like perfectly nice people and so forth, theoretically, is that cool? Is that allowed? Is that... legally, I think I would allow that. Oh my gosh, someone just freaked out on the other side of the camera. How dare you say that? Look, maybe I'm wrong on any of these issues, on any issue in the world. Please show it to me. And again, moving back to what I called point number 1, gay marriage is not the same thing as polyamory. You can support the one and not the other. Which is kind of what we're doing. We're going to get gay marriage, get that set, and what we're trying to do. There's several states have it in their constitution now that gays can't get married. Like, what? Why is everyone afraid of gay people? I don't know. Some phrases in the Bible that are anti-gay. On the other hand, there are some phrases in the Bible for practically anything that, you wouldn't... There's some phrases in the Bible that says, women should not speak in church. How many churches actually obey that rule? Very few. Very few. It's an awkward truth that we tend to ignore certain parts of the Bible that we don't like. Several people just freaked out on the other side of the camera. It's true. There are certain verses, even in the New Testament even, it's okay, not exactly doing that. Like when Jesus is talking about the second coming, and he says that, there are some of you who shall still be alive when the Son of Man returns, something like that. And, well, it's been 2,000 years, so unless someone he was talking to there is currently more than 2,000 years old, I'm pretty sure that didn't exactly come true. Yeah! People freak out about this stuff because, here I am questioning the Bible, and simultaneously questioning marriage, a bunch of other things. People have this at their foundations, of beliefs. Things to depend on. And I don't like it when that stuff gets questioned. And again, I may be wrong. in anything that I've said here, but you've got to question things.